ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a video on the Lowsey channel, and today we are back making a video about Arsenal signing Benjamin Sesko, because according to reports, this deal is very, very close, with personal terms apparently have been agreed now. It's just down to the clubs to get the agreement sealed. But before we get in the video, I just want to thank you so much for your support on the channel recently. It's been amazing. If you keep enjoying it, please make sure you like, subscribe and comment, and let's get into the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, why are Arsenal signing Benjamin Sesko? And why is Benjamin Sesko considered one of Europe's most exciting strikers? Well, let me tell you. But let's just first of all talk about his profile, his physicality, his age, his finishing. So Sesko's a 22-year-old, 6'5" as well. So he's absolutely massive. He's tall, powerful. In the air, he's really, really, really good. Like, he's aerially dominant. And he's also difficult to possess on the ball. That's from what I've watched from Benjamin Sesko when I've been watching him play for Leipzig in European competition. His holder play is really effective, and I think that's what Arsenal will need as well, because they'll need someone who is a goal scorer, but also they need someone who can also fill in the gap of holding up the ball. And he's ideal for midfielders and wingers to link with. And I think, as I said, that's the missing piece of the puzzle for Arsenal. He scored 13 goals in the 24-25 Bundesliga season from just 25 appearances, but he outperforms his expected goals. His expected goals was 7.1 last season. Arsenal fans probably be hoping for a bit better, or looking for a striker that's a bit more clinical like a Enquiries, but I think Arsenal are trying to go for the age profile, a younger striker whose ceiling could be higher, or is higher, just depending on what you think about him. But I think 13 goals in the Bundesliga. I think if you throw Sesko into the Portuguese league, I'm not saying he would score more than Enquiries, but he certainly would score a lot more than 13 goals. And I don't think Enquiries would score that many goals compared to what he scored in Portugal in the Bundesliga. So there's the pros and cons, because Enquiries, he's played in England before in the Championship, and he was decent in the Championship, but then also would he tear it up in the Bundesliga? I do think whoever goes to Arsenal out of these strikers, I think they would both succeed, but I think they're going for the younger man whose ceiling is higher. Despite Sesko's despite Sesko's size, he's remarkably fast as a footballer. Like, he's a very, very fast football player, and he's really good at making sharp turns. Like, he's good at turning defenders as well. For a big, strong 6'5" lad, I mean that's pretty impressive. And I think he's got a bit of aura about him, like the way he runs. He looks like an elite player for me. I know that's just a personal opinion; it means nothing, but yeah, that's just what I think about him. Off the ball, Sesko's his movement's decent. I would say he's good at timing his runs. He's not really offside a lot, and he does get himself into high value positions for scoring goals. I think when he's playing for Arsenal up front, when he gets himself into them positions, the wingers, midfielders will always put it on a plate for Sesko. I think his service will be better, which he'll score a lot more goals in the Premier League. He's got a good first touch. He's intelligent as well. So, as I said, he probably will form a really good partnership with Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and whoever else they might buy on the left, or Trossard, people like that. And he's 21. I think he's coming up 22. So, as we were saying earlier, he's got room for significant growth, and he's already played a lot of games for RB Leipzig, especially in European competition. I think as well, a good thing that Mikel Arteta will like is he's got a very good work rate off the ball. So he'll always do his job for the team. And he always contributes when it comes to defending corners, defending set pieces. So again, he is 6'5", so you expect that. But again, he shows that he's willing to work for the team, which it's what every single manager dreams of, really. Now, how do I think Arsenal will complement Sesko? I think with Arsenal's dynamic attack and play, I think this will be a perfect move for Sesko. He's been Arsenal's top target for a while, it seems, from going through like media reports. And I think just that physicality that as I was saying earlier, that he brings is just really, really good for Arsenal. I think he's versatile as well. He can play a few different striking roles. He can play as a target forward. He can play as a pressing forward. He's a complete forward. That's what he is. He's very, very, very good. He has also reading reports on what I've got here. This is on the Telegraph that this early hours this morning that Sesko has expressed a preference for a Premier League move, with reports indicating that he does want to join Arsenal over Italy and Saudi Arabia. This strengthens Arsenal's position to sign him. And again, I think it's going to come down to the transfer fee if Arsenal sign him or not, because it says on here that Leipzig are reportedly valuing him anywhere between £68.4 million all the way up to £86 million. Now, that is a lot of money for Sesko. Do I think Sesko's worth that? No, I think a fair value price for Benjamin Sesko would be probably anywhere between 55 to 63 million. But I don't think he's worth 80 million. Not yet. He could be in the future, but again, the reason that's making him like the reason he's got a high price is because his age and his age mainly, and his high ceiling is the reason why. I mean, how could Arsenal look under with Sesko on the team next season? Of course, you're going to have your David Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Skelly / Calafiori. The midfield's going to be probably Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard, with Saka, Sesko, and we'll just say Martinelli for now. Now, that's a dangerous team. That is a title challenging team, definitely. I think Sesko would add a lot of goals to the Arsenal team. I think Liverpool scored anywhere from like 12 to 18 more goals than Arsenal last season. I think Arsenal signing Sesko closes that gap of goals scored. Arsenal are already one of the best teams defensively in the Premier League, or are the best team defensively in the Premier League. So adding Sesko to the front line they'll probably have they won't have the best attack, but they'll have one of the best attacks, one of the strongest midfields, probably one of the best midfields, and then the best defense with a solid goalkeeper. What would I rate this signing, you may ask? I would rate this signing a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's an 8.5 out of 10 if they sign him. If they get him from anywhere from 50 to 60 million, then it's a 10 out of 10 signing, because I think that's a good fair value price. But I would say 8.5 out of 10. There is better strikers out there. He's not going to come into the Premier League and be the best player. I would know, like the best striker. I would know that because he's not better than Haaland. He's not better than Isaac. I don't think he's better than Hugo Ekitike. I think Hugo Ekitike is going to go to Liverpool. And is he better than Gyökeres right now? I think there's two different debates on it. There's one plays in Portugal, one plays in the Bundesliga, which is a better league. But in my opinion, Gyökeres is the better player than Sesko right now. If it was Newcastle, because I'm a Newcastle fan, if you can't tell already, I'll just show the badge off. If it was me and we sold Isaac and we were battling for one of these strikers, I would probably... Who would I choose? I would probably choose Sesko just because of the age. Just because Eddie Howe's great with young players, and I think Arteta, as you've seen as well, he's really good at growing young players as well. So I would say they're probably making the right move, Arsenal. They could still sign Sesko. It's still saying on this media report on the Telegraph right now that Arsenal haven't chosen who they're going to go for yet, but it's looking increasingly likely that Arsenal will sign Benjamin Sesko this summer to be the number 9 for Arsenal. And we'll see what happens, because for me, it's been a slow window. There's been no news on my club. There's been no news on Arsenal. Of course, Man City, Manchester United, Liverpool, they're all doing their business, but Newcastle need to get in gear. Tottenham need to get in gear. Arsenal need to get in gear. We need some breaking news today, because I'm off work till Tuesday. So you best believe I want transfer rumours, because I want to make videos for you guys. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next one, or when there's breaking news.